Hello, this is Sean Mullery from Electronic Engineering at IT Sligo, and what I'm going to cover in this lesson is a keyword called Typedef. And Typedef, it provides a mechanism for creating, other names like synonyms or aliases for data types that we've already defined. So one of the places that is very, very useful is with regard to structures. You'll notice from the employee struct that we created previously that every time we want to create a new employee structure, we have to write the word struct in front of it, then give the word employee, and then give the name of the one that we want. And the trouble with that is that that can take up quite a bit of space on the page and makes it less readable, so it's a bit confusing. So what we can do is we can do something like this: type def, which is a keyword, struct employee, and then capital letter normally, so that this is kind of, it's not something we have to do, but it's a way of kind of giving another programmer that looks at it the idea that that's a defined type somewhere else. It's kind of a convention that we stick to. It makes it easier for people to spot what it is. We do the same with constants and things like that. We normally keep those as a like if we were creating a constant like pi, we'd normally have that as capital letter Pi, so that people would then be aware that that was a constant somewhere else. So again, normally we use capital letters for this. Now, what this allows us to do is that each of the places where we had struct employee, just replace that with capital E. As you can see, this takes up considerably less space. Okay. We run the program and everything works fine. Okay. So that's what's basically happening here is now that employee now represents the entire struct employee. It's just a short way of writing it, so it's a new type define. Now, there is another way we can do this. For structs, we can write typedef struct employee, and down here write employee. And in fact, in this situation where we're going to be, if we never want to write struct employee and we only want to write the capital employee, you can actually get rid of the employee up here. Okay, we'll look at that in a moment. We'll just firstly show that this works. Okay, that seems to work fine. So let's try that. Let's just get rid of the employee here. And again, that works fine. So this is a mechanism whereby if we're only ever going to use this typedef to define the thing, and we're not going to use struct employee or struct anything else from that point on, then this is a perfectly reasonable way to do it. Okay, so that's typedef. It's particularly useful when it comes to structures. However, there are other uses for it, and I'm going to do another small little lecture on that because it's something that pops up in a lot of different places, but I just wanted to do this one specifically with regard to structures, and then I'll do a separate one with regards to some of the other places where typedef is used.